Good afternoon, boys. Let us start lesson 5. It's a poem by James Reeves, The Sea. James Reeves was a British writer and he was noted for his poetry. In the poem The Sea, we have a descriptions of the sea, and in a very unfamiliar way, here the sea has been compared to a dog. It is not quite common. The sea and the dog too are dissimilar things or objects. But in the poem, Reeves has intelligently compared in an imaginative way these two different things. Now, let us see how he has done it. I will try to explain it by rendering the poem and after stanzas one after another. Now listen the rendering of the first stanza. The sea is a hungry dog, giant and grey. He rolls on the beach all day, with his clashing teeth and shaggy jaws. Hour upon hour he gnaws the rumbling, tumbling stones and bones. The giant sea dog moans, licking his greasy paws. It is the first stanza of the poem. So from the very first line, you can understand that here the sea has been compared to a hungry dog. Here we have the description of the sea in the daytime, in a cold wintry day. The description of the sea is here in a cold wintry day. And the poet has pointed out some of the similarities and characteristics of the sea and a dog. In the second line, it is told that both the sea and the dog are giant and grey. And the dog rolls on the beach, and the rolling of the dog on the beach has been compared to the continuous lashing of the waves on the sandy shore. And when the waves are lashing, a sound has been created, and this sound has been compared to the clashing sounds of the jaws of a dog when the hungry dog is chewing or biting a juicy bone. So here the words are used, bones. So the dog is very hungry and trying to chew the bone, and it is between his claws and teeth a sound has been created. And this sound is just similar the sounds of the rumbling waves on the seashore. And the giant sea dog moans, and the sound created at the time has been compared to the moaning sound of a dog when it is hungry. So here in the very first stanza, the comparison between a hungry dog and the sea has been established. Actually, the whole poem or the whole description of the sea is a metaphor on dog. Next, come to the stanza 2. And when the night wind roars and the moon rocks in the stormy cloud, he bounds to his feet and snaps and snips, shaking his wet sides over the cliffs, and howls long and loud. So in the very second stanza, the description of the sea has been shifted from a cold wintry day to a night that is turbulent, that is disturbed, that is a turmoil one. And in this night, the moon rocks, that is, the movement of the moon has been described in this stormy night. And this description or this turbulent image of the sea or the ferocious sea is very much similar to the movement of a playful, energetic dog, or it is the movement of the dog which is untamable. And here the lashing of the sea waves against the cliffs there, creating such an effect just like the splashing of a dog on a water tub, inside a water tub or in a pool when a dog is splashing water. That image has been created as the clashings of the sea waves against the sea cliffs there. And as the sea is very disturbed on that night, it is creating a howling sound. It is creating a very noisy sound, and that is the howling, barking of a dog. So here in the second stanza we have the image of a sea in a stormy, windy night, and the dog when it is in its most energetic, playful mood, in its delirious mood. Next come to the third stanza, where the description is completely opposite. But on quiet days in May or June, when even the grasses and the dew play no more their ready tune, with his head between his paws, he lies on the sandy shores, so quiet, the scarcely snored. Here we have the image of the sea in the time of May or June, or in the time of summer, when the sea is quiet, there is no rippling on the waves, and so therefore it has been compared to a dog in its sleepy mood, when the dog's head is between his paws, because the dog is now no more hungry, it is in a sleepy mood, it just lies on the sandy shore. It is very quiet in nature now, so that aptly describes the nature of the sea in the summer time, or the nature of the sea when there is no disturbance in the air and in the water, and therefore there is no tunes created in the winds or because of the rumblings of the waves. So all are quiet now. So through these three stanzas, the poet has described the three different aspects of the sea and the three different natures of a dog. So this is a very uncommon way the description of a natural object has been compared to an animal like dog. So this is all about the poem. Now I will give you the summary of the poem and give you some tasks from the exercise, just like activity 1, 2, 3, etc. You will do the tasks now, and after few days I will send you the answer key of the tasks. Thank you very much.